Imagine a time when movie nights didn't involve crowded theaters or uncomfortable seats. Thanks to one man's ingenuity, the drive-in theater was born, changing the way the world experienced cinema forever. Meet Richard Milton Hollingshead Jr., the visionary inventor behind this iconic piece of Americana. Born on February 25, 1899 in New Jersey, Hollingshead had a passion for innovation from an early age. In the early 1930s, while working as a sales manager for his father's automotive chemical company, Hollingshead noticed a need for a more comfortable movie-watching experience. Legend has it that inspired by his mother's discomfort in traditional theaters, Hollingshead began tinkering in his backyard in Camden, New Jersey. Using his car, a Kodak movie projector, and sheets nailed between trees, he created a prototype of what would become the drive-in theater. In 1932, he patented his idea, envisioning an outdoor theater whereby the transportation facilities to and from the theater are made to constitute an element of the seating facilities. With 3 investors, Hollingshead formed Parkett Theaters Incorporated, and in May 1933, construction began on the world's first drive-in theater in Pennsauken, New Jersey. On June 6, 1933, the Automobile Movie Theater opened its gates, offering moviegoers a revolutionary experience. For just 25 cents per person and car, families could enjoy films from the comfort of their own vehicles. The response was overwhelming, with patrons thrilled by the novelty of watching movies under the stars. Hollingshead's concept quickly caught on, leading to the licensing of the drive-in theater idea to companies like Lowe's Drive-In Theaters Incorporated. But Hollingshead's journey wasn't without its challenges. In 1950, his patent was ruled invalid after a legal battle with Lowe's Drive-In Theaters Incorporated. Despite this setback, Richard Hollingshead Jr.'s legacy lives on, as drive-in theaters continue to bring joy to movie lovers around the world. By January of 1942, the phenomenon of drive-in theaters had begun to sweep across the United States, with 95 of these unique entertainment venues established across 27 states. Leading the charge was Ohio, boasting 11 drive-ins within its borders, including the Dayton East, in Dayton, Ohio, the Gloria Drive-In in Lima, and the Maumee, in Maumee, Ohio. During the war years from 1942 to 1945, the construction of new drive-ins slowed significantly due to the United States' involvement in World War II. Only 6 new drive-ins were built during this period, facing numerous challenges. The scarcity of rubber for tires, essential for the war effort, and gas rationing posed significant obstacles. Consequently, many theaters were forced to shut down for up to 2 years. In the post-war years from 1946 to 1949, the drive-in theater industry experienced a remarkable resurgence. The number of theaters skyrocketed from 102 in 1946 to 155 in 1948, and by the end of 1949, there were a staggering 820 drive-in theaters spread across the United States. With the drive-in concept still unfamiliar to many, new establishments held open house events during the day to introduce potential customers to the experience. These events showcased parking procedures, sound systems, and the variety of food available at concession stands. Some drive-ins saw as many as 400 cars attending these open house events. The post-war baby boom further fueled the popularity of drive-in theaters. By the end of the 1940s, these theaters were filled with families and children seeking entertainment. Many theaters capitalized on this trend by adding playgrounds between the front rows and the screen, attracting families to arrive early for playtime before indulging in concessions. This strategy proved highly successful, drawing in more patrons and enhancing the overall drive-in experience. During the 1950s, drive-in theaters experienced both highs and lows, reflecting the dynamic cultural landscape of post-war America. The 1950s marked the peak of popularity for drive-in theaters. Families, couples, and teenagers flocked to these outdoor cinemas for a unique and entertaining experience. With the rise of suburban living and the proliferation of automobiles, drive-ins became emblematic of American leisure culture. The 1950s saw significant advancements in drive-in technology. Improved sound, including in-car speakers and FM radio broadcasts, enhanced the audio experience for moviegoers. Additionally, larger and more vibrant screens were introduced, further enhancing the cinematic experience under the stars. As the popularity of drive-ins soared, more theaters were built across the country. By the mid-1950s, over 4,000 drive-in theaters were operating in the United States. This expansion led to increased competition among theater owners, resulting in innovative marketing strategies and programming to attract audiences. During the 1950s, concessions at drive-in theaters evolved into an integral part of the movie-going experience, offering a wide array of treats and snacks that became synonymous with the era. Popcorn and soda pop emerged as quintessential drive-in concessions during the 1950s. Popcorn, with its irresistible aroma and crunchy texture, became a staple snack, complemented perfectly by ice-cold sodas served in jumbo-sized cups. The pairing of popcorn and soda pop became a beloved tradition among drive-in patrons, adding to the nostalgia of the experience. Drive-in theaters also introduced classic American fare such as hot dogs and hamburgers to their concessions. These handheld favorites provided a satisfying and convenient option for hungry moviegoers, offering a savory counterpoint to the sweetness of popcorn and soda. Candy and treats were another popular offering at drive-in concessions during the 1950s. From chewy caramels to colorful candies, patrons could indulge their sweet tooth with an assortment of confections. Additionally, treats like cotton candy and caramel apples added an extra layer of whimsy to the drive-in experience, especially for younger moviegoers. Concessions at drive-in theaters during the 1950s reflected the cultural trends and tastes of the era. From classic comfort foods to novelty treats, these offerings encapsulated the spirit of post-war America, providing patrons with a taste of nostalgia and indulgence as they immersed themselves in the magic of the movies. While ticket prices at drive-ins are relatively modest, the operational expenses, including maintenance of the facilities, equipment, and staffing, are significant. As a result, box office profits alone were insufficient to cover these expenses, let alone generate substantial revenue. Concession sales are the financial lifeline for drive-in theaters, providing a much-needed boost to their bottom line. In essence, concessions play a pivotal role in the financial sustainability of drive-in theaters, providing a reliable revenue stream that complements the modest returns from box office ticket sales. Drive-ins played a significant role in shaping American popular culture during the 1950s. They often showcased double features, B-movies, and genre films catering to diverse audience tastes. Drive-ins also provided a platform for the emerging genre of teen-oriented films, reflecting the youth culture of the era. Despite their popularity, drive-in theaters faced challenges during the 1950s. The introduction of television brought entertainment into the homes of millions of Americans, competing with drive-ins for audiences. Additionally, changing land use patterns and urban development led to the closure of some drive-ins as land became more valuable for other purposes. Despite the challenges, many drive-in theaters adapted to changing times by diversifying their offerings. Some introduced live entertainment, car rallies, and special events to attract audiences.